Former President Donald Trump tonight declared not guilty of the impeachment charge he incited insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th.
And he is hereby acquitted of the charge in said article.
7 Republican senators voting with Democrats to convict, 57 to 43, the most bipartisan Senate impeachment vote in history, but far short of the 2/3 majority needed to convict.
Yes, the bad news for Donald Trump is that 7 members of his own party said that he was guilty, which is unprecedented. The good news for him is it wasn't enough. So Trump is free to go, baby! 2024, here we come! Bam, 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 bam! Ooh, and we getting the whole crew back together. Steve Bannon, Jared Kushner, that dude with the horns, Mike Pence, sorry about trying to get you killed, but that's in the past now, let's do this! And true to his form, Trump got acquitted 43 to 57. This dude just loves losing the popular votes. And I get that it's disappointing for a lot of people, but we should know this by now. This is what Trump does. He wiggles his way out of accountability. Trying to hold Trump responsible for his crimes is like trying to kill a fruit fly. It's just like, ha! I got it this time. Then you open your hands, he's not even there. He's already halfway across the room, sitting on your girlfriend's boob.
44 states on alert this morning. About 70% of the continental U.S. is covered in snow right now. That is the highest in a decade.
Nowhere is harder hit than Texas, where more than 3 million homes and businesses are without power and heat. The electrical grid simply can't handle the demand.
Officials imposed rolling blackouts, saying the lack of energy is due in part to frozen wind turbines in West Texas knocked offline. Pipes freezing and bursting across the state, and these power lines sizzling. Taken out by heavy ice in Louisiana.
Slow down. Frozen roads sent an 18-wheeler careening out of control near Austin, and a man nearly lost his life jumping just seconds before a car lost control and crashed into a police cruiser.
Oh, hell no! Trucks spinning around, cars flying off the road? This storm has turned Texas into that ice level from Mario Kart. If I was in Texas right now, I'm carrying around a green shell with me just to be safe. And how about that guy who jumped out of the way of a flipping car? That was some real action movie shit, like real life action movie. The only thing missing was him turning to the camera afterwards with like one of those cool one-liners. Nice try, buddy.
The former Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino was brought down, kaboom, by a planned implosion. The building had deteriorated in recent years, and Atlantic City's mayor said the implosion was not about politics, it was about public safety.
Tickets to see the demolition of the hotel, formerly owned by the 45th president, went for as high as $575.
Whoa, hold up. People paid almost $600 to watch that building get demolished? Did they know Trump wasn't inside? I mean, forget hotels. Trump just needs to build shit with his name on it and then charge people to watch him blow it up. It'll be the most profitable business he's ever had. Now, obviously, this wasn't a response to the Trump presidency, right? The reason this happened is because the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino had been struggling for a really long time, which is too bad, because back in the day, this was called the hotel to stay at by Syphilis magazine. But still though, I mean, it couldn't have helped to have Trump's name on the place. And it really says something when even Atlantic City is like, yo, Trump is giving a bad name to our town full of pawn shops and strip clubs. He's got to go. We can't be associated with that name. Ain't that right, Pickles?
This morning, one giant leap toward finding out if there was life on Mars.
The Mars rover Perseverance successfully touched down on the red planet.
The successful landing will kick off NASA's most ambitious mission yet.
The rover, after traveling 300 million miles in 7 months, will touch down on an ancient lake called Jezero, a site where ancient life may have been best preserved. The most dangerous part of the mission begins when the rover enters Mars's atmosphere, a period known as the 7 minutes of terror.
Yes, the 7 minutes of terror. And I'd be terrified too if I spent $3 billion on a Roomba. Please work, please work, please work. Best Buy won't take this back, please. But luckily, it landed safely, and now we're all getting a look at Mars, which we need, because things aren't going so great here on Earth. I mean, you know shit's bad in your neighborhood when you start looking at the Zillow listings for other planets.